I got the C58 DM Ultra finally, so I'll be sharing my tips and tricks on how to get that DM Ultra, but I also wanted to talk about the gun in general. I have all 3 new DLC weapons DM Ultra now, that being the MG82, the nail gun, and now the C58. And of course, we'll have to wait till later season for the other DLC weapons to drop. I honestly don't remember what they are, but these 3 weren't that bad to get DM Ultra. It's been a while since I've actually grinded a assault rifle DM Ultra within Cold War and LMG as well, because it's the first DLC LMG. So I had to refresh myself with some of the challenges and how to do them efficiently. And of course, I'll share those later on. But I love the C58. It is one of my favorite assault rifles in the game, if not my favorite assault rifle in the game. If you guys want an assault rifle, it's very similar to the AK-47, but shoots a little bit slower and a little bit harder. And if you guys played Modern Warfare, the Odin assault rifle is pretty much this assault rifle, but within Cold War. Now, I have not used this in zombies, so I can't speak too much on it there, but I love it in core and hardcore. Of course, in hardcore, it's going to be one-shot kills at any range, but I really enjoy it in core. The recoil can be pretty unforgiving sometimes, especially at those longer ranges, but it's so much fun to use, and it's a very reliable weapon. Now, one thing that I usually use on assault rifles is the fast mags, but this is the only assault rifle where I actually use the 60-round drum mag that doesn't have any speed increase to it. It's just more ammo capacity and more spawning ammo. I don't know why, but this is the one assault rifle I like it with. I tried all the speed attachments, the speed loader, the 50-round fast mags, nothing. I just didn't like it as much as the 60-round mag. I think that the 60-round mag is just more reliable in core, and I guess hardcore, it doesn't really matter, but in a lot of core games, I was really relying off of this magazine as I grinded for camos. And the background you guys are going to be seeing is, I think it's the new Collateral combined arms map. And there's one thing that I wish they would change with this combined arms map, and that's making it 24 versus 24, just because the map is so large. It would make games like Assault a lot harder and Hardpoint a lot harder and a lot more hectic, because you have 24 enemies fighting for a single objective. But for the domination aspect of Collateral 12v12 in combined arms, I wish it was 24v24, just because the map's so large and there's so many people spread out. It feels like a ground war map from Modern Warfare 2019 rather than a combined arms assault map like I would say Armada 12v12 or Crossroads 12v12. This map is really good, but I just think it needs some more player count added, because there's so many times where I'm running from my spawn, whether that's on a bike or on foot, to the enemy spawn, and I'm not finding enemies very fast. Domination, it's really weird because every player is so spread out. You might have 2 players each at every objective. So you might be fighting 2 players at like the D flag, but then once you die or once they die, it's back to your spawn at the other side of the map. So I, at least for Domination, think that they should do a ground war type game mode in Cold War, similar to what we saw within Modern Warfare 2019, at least with the Domination. And then you could just make it combined arms ground war, and you just have all the maps with 24v24, and all it is it's just simply the Domination game mode. But other than that, I've been loving a lot of stuff with Season 4, and I'm probably going to have a Season 4 in review, at least the first half of Season 4 in review, within the next coming few days here. But overall, the C58, I absolutely love it. It's not going to outgun SMGs. However, it is hard enough where if you are landing upper body and headshots and you're accurate and you have good movement skills within the game, you're going to be killing SMGs at close range. And if you can get good power positions, this thing will shred. And as I said, the higher recoil on it can make it a little bit difficult to hit some of those long shots with, but you're only going to be killing in 3 to 4 to 5 shots depending on where you're hitting the enemies anyway. So if you have to, you can just tap your triggers like your semi-auto and get your bullets to hit more accurately that way. But I love this weapon so far. It's one of my favorite in the game. And usually when new DLC weapons come out, we all love how it's brand new and we get to experience something new. But this just makes me feel like I'm using the Odin from Modern Warfare. And that was one of my favorite, if not my favorite, assault rifle in the game. And having something like that within Cold War, I absolutely love it. In terms of DM Ultra grinding, this thing is so incredibly easy to get. get if you have experience doing assault rifles. Headshots, eliminations, bloodthirsties, double kills, you are going to complete these so ridiculously fast while grinding the 12v12 mosh pit in core or hardcore. Or you could play on the 6v6 gunfight maps where you're playing on those super small maps that are meant for 2v2, 3v3, but with 6 players, you are always getting kills behind cover, or I guess while enemies are behind cover, always getting headshots, always getting double kills, always getting bloodthirsties. Those game modes are really good for grinding camos as well. Of course, headshots, one-shot headshots in hardcore, if you're struggling with it in core, headshots shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. Eliminations, you don't have to worry about whatsoever. If you're in 12v12 or 6v6 on the gunfight maps or just the 12v12 mosh pit, you are going to be getting double kills almost every gun engagement, so you don't have to worry there. Where you will struggle, and it's not really struggle anymore, it's just the killing enemies while they're behind cover and then killing enemies detected by your score streaks and just your harps and all that fun stuff. And of course you have long shots, but if you're in hardcore, long shots are going to come extremely easily. Now, for killing enemies behind cover, try to get diesel in 12v12. And the reason I say that is because if you go to the street side where the trailer is and where the little gas station is, there's so many enemies on head glitches there consistently, just regardless of what side you're spawning on, that you can just sit there on top of one of the trailers or behind a wall and just, as enemies leave their spawn, shoot them while their heads are peeking behind these small little walls here that you're seeing on screen. It's so easy to get kills behind cover. I was struggling with it. I think I had like 44 out of 75 done after like 5 games straight. And then the second I got on this diesel match, I straight up completed the rest of the challenges for not only double kills, long shots, but also these kills behind cover as well. And at the end of this diesel game, I literally needed a couple detection kills and I finished gold for this gun extremely fast. Now, for killing enemies while detected, run UAVs and harps as always, and then of course you're gonna want some streak protection, so you're going to be wanting your air patrol as well. So as long as you're running those 3 streaks, the second your UAV gets called up, you can get kills with your UAV. And if you're in 12v12 and you're successful, that means that you're killing up to 12 enemies per single use of the UAV, or even more. And of course, when you have the harp, it's going to be super overpowered in 12v12, especially if you're in hardcore, because you only need to land 1 shot with this gun to get kills. So if you have your harp up and you're spawn trapping, you are going to be extremely successful. And of course, if you're not getting your harp unlocked just because you're dying too much, your portable radar field mic, throw that down by the enemy spawn in 12v12. You'll be getting lots of detected kills there as well. And then of course, as I said, long shots you're going to get regardless of what you're playing, as long as you're in hardcore and you're keeping your distance from enemies. You can use the C58 pretty much as an assault rifle if you throw the axial 3 times or the SUSAT 2 to 4 times multi-zoom. You're going to be getting long shots because you can treat this thing like a sniper. As long as you increase your bullet velocity and damage range, it's super easy in hardcore and you should not have issues doing any of the camo challenges whatsoever. And of course, if you guys have gotten DM Ultra already yourselves, or you've grinded a bunch of camos and you got diamond ARs, this is going to be a piece of cake for you. The only thing that's difficult with this thing is getting used to the recoil pattern and the fire rate, because at least for me, when I started using this gun, I wasn't quite used to the recoil, and every time I got into gun engagements, I always felt like my fire rate was a little slow. But as you get used to the fire rate and how to control the recoil, the gun feels smooth as butter. You just need a little bit of that learning curve time to get used to it, and you should be succeeding. Anyway, that's the C58 within Cold War for DM Ultra. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. There's no hard feelings whatsoever. Tomorrow, a brand new series up on the channel that I hope you guys do enjoy, that's interacting with you guys rather than just a commentary. I got some stuff coming out in the future here within the next couple of weeks as well. Some new things I'm trying on the channel, and when you guys see those videos, give me your feedback. And yeah, social media links in the description below. Subscribe for more videos in the future, and if there is one, I will see you in the next one. Peace.